a half hour late. It's Friday, and you can be late for work on Friday because nobody cares. Because everybody late for work on Friday. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. I've been up all morning, and I still showed up late for work. Um, Good morning. We're in the Starbucks parking lot doing our thing. Somebody going to a party. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Melanie, good morning. Terry, how are you? Um, the Blinds to Go guy just got. Does Starbucks have a box of Joe? Because it looks like he had a big. I've never seen like a Starbucks box. There's a lot of cars behind you. Oh yeah, there's a light right here. You know, you never know when I'm gonna bebop too. This week flew by, and guess what? Next week will fly by, and then guess what? Boom, Christmas. I am ruining this Friday. Did you share your hot cocoa recipe, Jason? Funny you should mention it, Mary Beth. Fun fact, abuelita has gluten in it. Now, did I run a scientific test with like beakers and like vials and the boiling point and the freezing point of said abuelita? No, my belly told me. Yeah. So it has it. And it's funny because it said it's not gluten free because it's made in a facility. And normally I'm fine. Yeah, I have celiac and I was totally thinking about it. And I was like, I'm fine. This was fun. Okay. I don't feel so good. It was like that. Yes, people bring their coffee boxes to meetings at work. They have one at the Starbucks? Did Shakendra and Sharon try to tell you not to drink? You did, but let me just say, of all the things that I've eaten by mistake, because Shakendra didn't tell me, it was really good. There's not a lot of stuff that I'm like, that is not worth it. It was a little worth it, especially when I added the bourbon. Girl. And honestly, maybe it was the dairy. I don't. We just can't ever do that again. It's like, you know, when you stay up in college and you stayed up all night drinking and just doing dirty things with boys, and the next morning you're like, we should not do that again. I mean, we should, but we shouldn't. It's like that, but with hot chocolate. That's what happens. This is 53. Hashtag 53. Google told you it had gluten. Listen, Google's an asshole, okay? And sometimes Google says a lot of stuff, and you just got to live your life. Stop trying to control me. That's all I have to say. Could it have been the bourbon 830? No, Mary. That's not even on, it's not even an option. I don't even know why you'd say something so nasty about bourbon. Why are you trying to blame bourbon? Bourbon can be blamed for a number of things, but it has never done anything to my belly. So, we're not trying to control you, gluten is. Shh. Yes. So it was a great day, and then it was not. And then I had cookies, and it was better. Hey, Leland. I'll always say hello if someone says I'm beautiful. I'll be like, oh, hello. Like, we weren't talking to you. Oh. Kitty. Do you have celiac? No. I have something called Sjogren's disease, which is in like the rheumatoid family. So I'm just highly gluten intolerant. And when I say highly, I mean abuelita intolerant. It is a facility situation. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 I really hope you have a driver. I wish I had a driver. Does everybody see what I see? Yeah, Andrea saw it. I'm not going to talk about it. I did look it up, and it was my fault. I'm not blaming anybody. I mean, I'll blame Shakendra, but I'll take responsibility. So, I saw it. It's not something you see every day. Anywho, I'm in the, okay. Okay, here's what's happening. I only have 3 days before I leave for Vegas, and I haven't bought anything for Christmas. What did I spend the majority of yesterday doing? Looking for rugs. Now, one might say, what? But my kids are coming home for the holidays, and I was under the impression that in March of this year, I would be getting all of my furniture from my house, and I would be able to furnish the kids' rooms. So when they come back for holidays or come to visit, they would have a room with all their stuff in it. But it is now it is now December, and I have rentals through March, and it does not look like I'm ever getting my furniture back. So now I am trying to furnish their rooms, and like Jason has some furniture. Thank you, Wall Streeter. It's like man nice. Like you wouldn't have it in your house. Is that okay? So I've been just using it because I was like, it's fine. I'll just use this until I get my stuff. My stuff's not coming. And I had to sit down with myself and be like, you're not getting your stuff. So you might as well just go buy other stuff on Facebook Marketplace. So I've been trying to do that. It's not going well. So I spent yesterday trying to find, it was bachelor nice. And you have when you're dating a bachelor and you got to throw out his furniture, there's a certain way you got to say that. You can't be like, this is ugly. You have to say, okay, so this piece, what do you think? I think it's nice here. What do you think it would look like outside? Like you have to just, he's like, why would it? Well, that's what I'm saying, Jen. I don't even think I'm going to get my furniture back in March. It's not going to happen, Jen. Because my house, so it's set up as an Airbnb, and I keep saying, okay, then at the end of March, I am going to get my furniture back and just rent it as like a regular house, and somebody will rent it for the year. And then somebody else will book. It's not happening. The Airbnb is too good. It's not going to happen. So, how do you think this would look, like in the trash? They don't like when you say that. So, yeah, it's a whole thing. Do you have any single sisters? No, I don't. It's a Friday. Is anybody feeling like it's real Friday today? Okay. Yeah, it's a good problem, Amy. So I think I just have to accept it and just go get some furniture for my kids, because I have a whole bunch of closets in the basement with all their stuff in it, and I have nowhere to put it. I'm like, this needs to get empty. So I need some place to put so here's how it goes. I'm like, I need to empty the closets at my house, and I can't do that until their rooms are ready. And I can't do that unless there's a rug. And it just goes backwards. And then get rid of all of Jason's furniture. It's a lot. It's dumb. It's dumb. What are we doing here? This is it. Not really. When my son and his girlfriend decided to move into a place together, all his furniture went up on Facebook Marketplace. Girl. And you gotta be like, I'm in the country of Pennsylvania. My mom believes that I've moved across the country, but I've moved maybe 15 minutes further away from her, and now she'll never come visit. Yeah, Shakendra got a system. She got a feeling, and she got a gut right here. And she's like, I don't like it. Shakendra is like the best, like all the moderators are like the best wing person. Because you sit here thinking oh, this is fun, we hanging out. And they're like, oh, we having fun, but I'm going to let you know how much fun you're going to have. You know what I'm saying? Also, you don't know what was happening with the furniture before you arrived at, yeah. You don't know. So they're watching. They are watching. Quick trigger. But she normally not wrong. Now, every once in a while, there'll be something nice. I'll be like, I think that was, remember the Marissa Tomei line? They're like, oh, that was from a movie. I was like, yeah, she was just giving me my line. That was funny. So anyway. Ugh. All right. Man, winter is wintering. Like, there's not a lot of wind, but it is just bitter cold. Bitter cold. Now look at this guy. I am decked out with 17 layers. The guy got a hoodie on. Do you ever just look at people and you're like in a fleece lined overcoat, you got the fur around your thing, and you're like tied up, and somebody walking by with shorts on, you're like, are we in the same world? I just think some people run hot. I don't. I run cold all the time, unless I have hormones, and then I run hot or angry. Do you run angry or run horny or run get away from me? You could just run anything and no one will know. It's a game we like to play with men called Guess What Kind of Mood I'm In. And it could change in seconds and you won't know. It's a fun game that God made called, let's put these two species together. See how it goes. See what kind of fun. Yeah. I hate that game. Women are hard to understand. You are not wrong. I get mad when I get hot. Yeah, and some of them crisscross. Some of them cause the other moods. And that's not our fault. I didn't do nothing. Brand new high school doesn't even have lockers. What? It's called Russian roulette. You're right. Yeah, are you sure you want to talk to me right now? I've been kicked out and I'm a longtime supporter. Yeah, they're not playing favorites here. Just because you support and you're a kind person, that doesn't mean that you're safe. I love that Marta is having her own, like, art supply crisis. And she's like, listen, I hear what you guys are saying. Can we get to super glue? Marta's having her own show and it's all art supplies. And it's making me laugh. Now listen, we can't say too much because I did permanently get rid of Shakendra very early on, which has made her oddly perfect for this job. So she knows. She's been into the Facebook jail. I think it's, No, I think she's really having a glue crisis. I thought she was like a weirdo, but I was like, no, that's Marta. We know Marta. She's real fun. Remember her friend Michael? Yeah, she's getting her revenge. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. She's been to jail and she's come out hard. Yeah. Facebook has a jail. Oh yeah. Hmm. Yeah. How you doing? I'm doing good. What is this lady is drunk parking in the Starbucks in an Escalade. She don't know how to drive. You did not miss Shakendra singing on Tuesday. She said she needed to delay. She needed 1 week because she was lining up 3 backup dancers. So we were like, okay. So it's called the Shakendra Spectacular. Mm-hmm. The Shaktacular. If you put those words together. Mm-hmm. I just got a guy. I called a guy a little sad man, and he reported me. Judy, where are you hanging out? That you're calling people little sad men, and you get what? I'm, I need you to explain what you just said. What? First of all, what are you doing hanging out anywhere other than this? Okay, number one, did this happen here? Are you cheating on us? Where else are you hanging that you're over here like you're a sad man? What? What? Kamala Harris doppelganger. You think? I have so many more grays. I don't think she has any. Hmm? Gray hair looks good on you. All right, thank you. I'll take it. I'm trying to make it work because I don't care. Mm-hmm. I'm from the country of Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He made fun of coming at me like I was out of touch. He was being a snot. Okay. Um. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Anywho, so I am heading to Vegas on Monday, and yeah, Kev, it is. And I messaged Dean and Jacqueline, who have been borrowing my camera, and I said, "Hey, I'm heading to Vegas, and I'd like to record my sets. Can you let me know how you're going to get my camera to me, so I can have it for my trip by Sunday?" So then, a couple hours go by. Dean calls me, and this is how he picks up the phone. Hey, and as soon as I hear the first, hey, as soon as I hear it, I was like, I'm not getting this camera. But I was like, I'm gonna let this unpack. I'm gonna let this unpack. Hey, I said, hey, what's up? How are you? So listen, 26-year-old. I can read you like a book. You are an easy book. Mm-hmm. I said, yeah, I'm fine. What are you doing? I'm good. Yeah. Well, they definitely rock, paper, scissors. Yeah. It was a better choice. I've been like, what are you talking about? But Dean's like, hey. I said, hey, what's going on? So listen, hey Dena. Listen, Jacqueline and I actually have this new project. And I go, it's interesting. What's your project? I love to hear about your projects. I do like them better. And I said, what's the project? Yeah, so it's awesome. It is, it's going to be real great. It just, I said, well, it sounds amazing. He goes, it is. It's going to be so good. This is like our best idea ever. And I was like, oh, I think I can't wait to see it. He goes, yeah. Well, so that So what our plan is to shoot it on Tuesday. I was like 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 a Tuesday, or like this, because I'll have it with me in Vegas, so that would be hard for you to shoot if I have it with me. And he was like, yeah, so about that. What is it? Mhm. So guess who doesn't have a camera? Mhm. It's me. It's me. But apparently, possession is 9/10 of the law. I've never taught them that, but I know it, and they have it possessed, and I do not. Mhm. Yeah. Um. So it's a whole thing. I thought you meant here, Jim. My mirror? Do you see a bug? Because if that's the case, I have to get out of the car. Yeah. So what you're telling me is kids will steal stuff when they move out. Absolutely. Yeah. No, now if it was Jacqueline that called, I'd be like, you need to bring my stuff back to me right now. Dean's like, we're not going to do it. I was like, Mommy loves you. Because Mom's just like, there's. Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially when your possessions are in another state. Yeah. So that's happening. Um, who opens their door and spits out the door? Just, oh, you're a mirror. Okay, good. Put it on my Christmas list. Yeah, I'm gonna put on my Christmas list that I send to the kids. It'll be all the shit that they've stolen from me. I would love my camera. I would love the ice scraper for my car. I would love my green pants that are corduroy that Jacqueline took with her. Mm-hmm. List all the stuff. I would like my old body back. I would like my pre-baby body back. No, Shakendra. I ended up taking that one back because guess what? No Zoom. Remember I said to the guy, I was like, listen, the most important thing is it has Zoom. Oh, it's got Zoom. You know what the Zoom was? Let me show you. Ready? Here was the Zoom. From this to this. This to this. I'm trying to shoot a comedy set from 50 feet away. So it went from like here to here, here to here, here to here. I was like, I can't find my brush, my deodorant, my tooth. Yeah, they'll steal all of it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The joy of Chid. Give everything. Uh-huh. You're such a cool mom. I never wanted my mom's polyester pants. When, like, whose idea that was like, you know what, we should wear polyester? He just spit outside this car again. Okay. This person did not pull up in a parking spot, just stopped in the middle of the Starbucks parking lot, has hazards on, is randomly opening the door and spitting out the window. Now they're parking. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Today is definitely starting to feel like a Friday. Mm-hmm. Is he choking? No. I thought we all knew we had to do the international. Mm-hmm. Oh, is he chewing tobacco? Who chews tobacco at 9 in the morning? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brian. Oh, all the guys are like, he's chewing tobacco. That would never cross my mind. It's funny that all the men are saying that. At 9 in the morning? It is illegal to spit in public here. In Canada? In Saskatoon? Has anybody ever been arrested for spitting in public? What? Interesting. Did you guys see the video I posted about the dogs? So there's an new adoption events where, like, say you want to adopt a dog. You go to the adoption event. Everybody sits in a chair. You sit in a chair. You don't move. You just sit in the chair. And the adoption event is set up so instead of you walking through and like go into cages and picking a dog, the dog picks you. So there's a whole bunch of people just sitting, and you're not allowed to move. You're not allowed to talk to the dog. You're not allowed to go, come here, come here. You're not allowed to do any of it. You just have to sit. And the dogs go along the people. And they sniff you. And then they get so excited. I would put treats in my pocket. It was so beautiful. And we were like, why don't we do this all the time? But people were so excited. Look, it's just so beautiful. And somebody said, we don't deserve dogs. We don't. So beautiful. Now, could you imagine if that was men? I mean, essentially, it's a bar. It is a bar situation where there's innocent people, women sitting in chairs, and men are coming up. They sniff you. I mean, if it's that beautiful for dogs, there's got to be a way that it's got to work for people. You know, like just have men in chairs and they're not allowed to talk to you and you can just walk by. You're like, oh, good. I don't know. Like, how would that work? I mean, basically, it's a Saturday night at the bar. It looked like AI to you, you think? But it was so beautiful. You think it was AI? It wasn't. Don't say that. I would go to meet a dog. I'm out if it's a man. Fair. You're not wrong. That's a solid choice. You think women could sniff out a good guy? It was 100% AI. You're lying. I don't believe it. I have to go watch it again. If they sat there and yeah. My cat picked me at the shelter, then ran off to play. Brought her home anyway. She's a good cat. Yeah. Well, you know, there's a lot of those sites there's that one site that is like, are we dating the same guy? And these Facebook pages are everywhere and they're local. So it might be that it's like, are we dating the same guy, Philadelphia? And women will go on there and just post a picture of the guy that they're dating. And it's in the feed. And then a whole bunch of other women are like, actually, I'm dating that guy too. And it's crazy. And like, how many people are all dating the same guy? And then there was another one where it was like an Amazon of men where like you would go on and you'd say like rate this guy and be like, do not date this guy if blah 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 blah. I don't know that there's a male equivalent to that. You know, if there are pictures of us somewhere. The one for Atlanta, very Atlanta. Why are you doing this in the car? I'm homeless. We talked about it on another show. What does it mean, very Atlanta? I never went on a dating app. My wife crossed my path. We started talking, and now we are happily married. Like, that just sounds crazy. Zabadak, whatever your name is. Doesn't it sound so funny? I mean, it doesn't sound crazy. It sounds lovely. But in real life, you're like, wait, somebody tried to talk to you while you were in public. You're like, why is that weird? How old are you, homeless? 72. Listen, if you're new here, if somebody asks crazy questions, I just agree to whatever they say. So in real life, I'm not homeless, surprise, and I'm 53. But sometimes there's too many crazy people here, so yeah. We need a whole week of morning shows to explain very Atlanta. I get you. Some of us have a famous place over there friend with the same last name. A famous place. Yeah. Fred's like, you still look good for 53. Oh, Fred. I'll take it. Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right, Fred, you're not gonna last here. I love that he said I'm not on his level. I'm like, Fred, do you have 5 bitches that follow you around making sure that you are in a circle of love all the time? Because if not, then I don't think you're on my level. Yeah. Fred don't even know there are levels above him. Fred thinks there's one level. I'm like, Fred. Come on, Fred, get it together. Fred, listen, do yourself a favor. Shut it. Do more listening, Fred. All right? I'm going to be honest, because there's a lot of men here. You're welcome to be here, but you got to act a certain way. And if you want to learn how to be a nice person, I'm not even going to say a nice man, a nice person who doesn't say crazy stuff to people, stick around. You're welcome. But you're going to see a lot of like ninja blocking here, because we're not playing. So the fellas are welcome to stay. Commiserate. Learn something. Okay? But don't be afraid. Let's make that a saying. Don't be afraid. And Fred, if you want to change your handle to don't be afraid, that might really turn some things around for you. So I'm just saying, be part of the system, the good system. Yeah. Don't be afraid. Why is everybody crossing on Fred? Because he just said some dumb stuff. You know, here's what I think is so funny, is that there seems to be a thing where guys will open with some halfway nice comment and then be like, now I'm really gonna say something. You're like, you just so simple. You're so simple. Like, is this, you waiting all day? Like, I'm gonna set this joke up. That's not a joke. It wasn't funny, and nobody wants it. Oh, Bogaboga said he misspoke. Oh, Really? All right. Well, maybe you're already trying not to be a Fred. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, why be nice and then be nasty? That's what I'm saying. So, listen. There's a fella on, I don't know, um I don't know if he's on YouTube or Facebook. This guy, this fella, older guy, and there was a story about him. I don't know if it was on in the New York Times or something, um, but it was a really beautiful piece about how this guy grew up without a dad, and he always, struggled and said it was really hard for him to uh, deal with that when he was younger, and he had to really figure things out for himself in his life and make his way in the world. Well, now he's retired. He's in his 60s, maybe. Um, but he makes short videos about how to teach young men who might not have a dad that's around or a dad that spends time with them. Um, he said he meant he was not in your league. Okay, Fred. All right. Are we okay? All right, Fred. I will accept your explanation. I appreciate you saying it, and you are welcome to stay. But this man makes these videos about how to fix things, change tires, things around his house. And I always think I think it's important to be like, listen, eh, be a gentleman, right? And I got a question. I got a question. I talk a lot about I'm hormonal, I'm this, I'm that. I'm angry. I got a lot of lady energy. I got a lot of feelings, and so when my daughters were younger, we would talk about their periods a lot. We'd talk about their periods. I'm like, now listen, with this, you're probably gonna cry a lot. Okay, you're gonna be angry sometimes for no reason. You're gonna think you're ugly and fat for like 2 days a month. You have no friends, and we would talk about it a lot. And when Jason and I started dating, I would say to him, like, if I was having a lot of feelings, I would say to him, listen, you probably did nothing. This is probably, I'm about to get my period, and I want to blame you for everything and cry. So I'm just saying there's a small chance this could be me and my fault. Probably not, but I will say it might be me. And now he uses that 100% of the time. But my question is, do people do when you were raising daughters, if you had daughters, did you also teach them about the emotional crazy that goes along with period, and how yeah, my word is I'm having a moment. But did you teach your daughters about it so that they can feel comfortable talking about the mood swings that come with it and dealing with it? You know what I'm talking about? Mike, if you don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, how's Mike not know what I'm talking about? It might be me, but you're going to take the blame. Exactly. I feel like if we're in a fight and it's my fault, I'm like, it could be my fault. It's probably yours. But I'm small chance it's my fault because I'm about to get my period. Are those conversations that you had with your daughters? Because I did, and I wanted to make sure. Yeah, I tried, but in the moment it's hard for them. Yeah, I didn't have that type of conversation with my mom, so I want to be more open with my kiddos to break the stigmas. My daughter knows. We talk about it a lot. Just last night. I know what you're talking about. It happened to be with my daughter. Yeah. My mom tries to be like, no one else's fault. You feel like crap. Don't make them feel bad. I have an 11-year-old. Yeah. I grew up in a house with 4 girls. We definitely talked about it. I think it's funny. We talk about it all the time. And it was funny because when Jason and I were first getting together, and I would say, like, there's a small chance this could be my fault because I'm having a lot of feelings right now. And he was like, what are you talking about? And I'd say, sometimes I just get like a lot. Maybe on like the 5th and the 6th of the month, maybe around 14, 15, and then also from like 26 through like 10 of the following. So I'm like, it's not a lot. And then I started naming the days where I might be a nut job. And then I realized it was like all the days except for like 2, but whatever. And he just looked at me. He was like, I can't believe that you like talk about it. I'm like, yeah, of course I do. Because I have to be like really, like, did you ever like, like you're dating somebody and you're like, I'm going to break up with you. But I will break up with people on the 5th or the 6th of the month, every month. I'm going to break up with you. 5th and the 6th of the month. We should not be together. And so I probably in my head broke up with Jason like 16 times. So hormones are always ruining vacations. You're not wrong. I told my daughter, but no one told me I was going to have to deal with it once she started. It's just say I was ready for retirement by the age of 33. Yeah. And so, my daughters will call crying, hysterical, and they'll kind of unpack it all. And I'd be like, are we going to get our period? And Jack's like, no, I just had it. I mean, it was like 3 weeks ago, but I don't think that's it. I'm like, it is though. That's just giving him ammunition. Yes and no, Lisa. I think it's important that we acknowledge that, yes, perhaps a very minute amount of time we might be completely irrational and hot and angry and still want you to cuddle us, and that seems completely normal. So, I told my son, yeah, tell your sons too, your girlfriend, your teacher might be unreasonably angry. Trust me, one time Jacqueline was having like a full, utter, ridiculous breakdown that made no sense. Just crying, my pencil broke, and just hysterical. And Dean and I just stood there and stared at her. Okay. There is a dump truck backing up, and this babe just pulled in front of the backed up dump truck. What? I didn't, Cooley. My dad is going insane with my 12-year-old niece living with them, and I was like, Dad, you've had 4 daughters, you should be used to it. He went, yeah, I didn't like it then, I don't like it now. What happens though when it pushes the relationship to an end or close to an end? Well, that's hard for sure. And it did. I mean, like, I honestly, like, eventually we started to see the pattern. It was the 5th and the 6th of the month. And I was like, I'm probably going to break up with you. Because we'll get back together, like, on the 7th, maybe. Like, I think you just got to kind of make fun of it. But he does. Next, he'll be like, Dena. And I'm like, really? I'm like, you know what? It feels like you're using it for everything now. And I feel like that's like a lot. But I do think it's ridiculous and funny and worth making fun of. So, all right. So Fred's back on our good side. Is he collecting trash or is he getting a Starbucks? Oh no, he's getting a trash. I thought he just pulled in. Yeah, thanks to my moods, my husband knows my cycle better than I do, right? Now that I'm on HRT, I'm getting an attitude I'd never had before my period. Yeah, I'm telling you, Sarah, because I'm on progesterone for 10 days of the month, so my periods are so regular, so it's literally like the 5th and the 6th day, I might be a little kooky and we're gonna break up. And then we'll get back together on the 7th and 8th. It's gonna get a little hairy again. Sometime around 12 to 14. And then I'll be fine. And then maybe like 26 through the 30th. It's not a lot of days. It's not. Yeah. Strange things are afoot at the Starbucks. All right. I think you get in the trash and some coffee. Who knows? All right, I gotta go. Listen, we learned a lot. Are you supposed to get a period on HRT? I was so young. I was 49 when I started on HRT. So I keep getting a period, which makes me angry. But she says it's great. She's like, that's actually really wonderful. And I was like, I don't think you understand a period. And she said, no, it's actually really healthy. The longer you can have your period, the better. And I was like, I feel like, again, you don't get your period. And she was like, Dena, the longer you naturally get it, the better for you it is, because that just means you still got the hormones happening, and that's good for your bones. Good for your bones, for your hoo-ha. I said, is it? I think we have different ideas of what good is. So, have they made you do a bone density? Yes. So I took a bone density test right before I went on HRT, or like right when I first started, and it wasn't great. I was already in osteopenia. I'm using a lot of big words. Already on my way to osteoporosis, and they said it'll help that you're on HRT, but they won't do the test. They have to do it 2 years in a day. And so I waited 2 years in a day, and sure enough, I went back and it was better. So by a little bit, that number takes a long time to move. But it was good, moving in the right direction. So the estrogen was good. Big words at the end of the live. Girls, 9:41, wake up. Here's some big words. All right, I gotta go. Listen, have a great weekend. And Monday, I am pretty sure I'll be on a plane. But I'll be bumping. And I'll be around. So thanks for watching. Thanks to the moderators. Thanks for Fred doing a full circle come around. Fred, you can stay. All right, everybody, have a great one, a blessed one. Thanks to our moderators.